In this lecture, we will discuss the convolution integral problem and how we can solve this convolution integral related problems using a graphical method. So some problems we cannot approach directly by using equations. We can use the equation, but we need some knowledge about the signal waveform and all. Similar questions we can in the similar way, but the width of the pulse is different. Uh, X of t is defined by is equal to 1 for 0 to 1. So here I can see that x of t is equal to 1 for the duration 0 to 1. And h of t is equal to 1 for 0 to 2. So 0 to 2, h of t is equal to 1. So you got the two waveforms. Now we can evaluate the integral equation y of t is equal to x of t convolution h of t. It's from minus infinity to infinity x of tau into h of t minus tau. And again, to evaluate this integral, we require x of tau, but in the question it is given x of t. So we can draw x of tau, simply replacing t with tau, you will get a waveform similar to x of t. And please remember that now the variable is tau. And similarly, we required h of tau, not h of tau, actually we required h of t minus tau. H of t minus tau means if you rewrite it becomes h of minus tau plus t, and in the question it is given h of t. From h of t you can draw h of tau, from h of tau you can draw h of minus tau, from h of minus tau you can draw h of minus tau plus t. Here the variable is tau. Now h of t is a signal which exists from 0 to 2. Similarly, h of tau is a waveform which exists from 0 to 2, and all other values become 0. Now we need to take h of minus tau. H of minus tau is simply the time reversal. So original signal is from 0 to 2. Now it is from minus 2 to 0. And finally we can draw h of minus tau plus t, means already we got this h of minus tau which exists from minus 2 to 0. Okay, now we need to add plus t in each point. So 0 plus t minus 2 plus t. So you will get t, and here it is t minus 2. If there is any other changing point, there also you can add this t. If you want to observe this minus 1 point, you can write like this t minus 1, okay, plus t. But in this particular problem, we need only the extreme points. So again, we don't know the value of t. Either you can draw the waveform towards right or left. Uh, so let be here. And again, the width of the pulse is here 2 unit. Okay, total unit is 2. When you draw t here, then t minus 2 will be here. This is h of t minus tau. Okay, this is the waveform. It's a 2 unit. We don't know the value of t. Now we'll start the problem. We will fix one waveform. Let x of tau is a fixed signal. Now we need to draw h of t minus tau. Again, the first case we will take this h of t minus tau towards the left side of x of tau. So here you can see that t is less than 0. This is the starting point of x of tau, and this is h of t minus tau. And the integral equation is y of t is integral minus infinity to infinity x of tau into h of t minus tau d tau. In this particular equation, if you observe the waveform, the two waveforms are drawn in the same graph, and by observing this particular graph, it's clear that x of tau is having non-zero magnitude only from 0 to 1, and this h of t minus tau lies towards left side, so there is no common area. So if you multiply x of tau and h of t minus tau, you will get 0. So in the first case, the output y of t is equal to 0. Now we'll consider the second case. The second case, we already consider t less than 0. And now we'll approach the case t is between 0 and 1. And assume that t lies between 0 and 1 means the back end of this waveform h of t minus tau will be here because it's a 2 unit. So this is h of t minus tau. Again, you can assume this is a station x of tau and h of t minus tau as a train. So train is moving towards right, and now the front end of the train is approaching the railway station, and railway station is short and train is longer one. Okay, now the back portion is here. Now this integral equation, if you evaluate, you can see that you can start the integration from 0 onwards because x of tau is having non-zero magnitude only from 0 onwards, and h of t minus tau is only up to t. So you can integrate from 0 to t, and during this interval x of tau magnitude is 1, h of t minus tau is equal to 1. So if you integrate its tau from 0 to t, and you will get t. This is the second case. Now if you consider case 3, we already consider up to 1. Now we can consider t is greater than 1 and less than 2. That is here between 1 and 2. And if t is between 1 and 2, this t minus 2 will be here. And this is h of t minus 2. And we already mentioned that x of tau is 1 unit width, and h of t minus tau is a 2 unit. X of tau 1 unit, h of t minus tau 2 unit. So definitely there will be a case where there is a constant area. When t is approaching from 1 to 2, okay, this t minus 2 is from moving from minus 1 to 0. During this interval, you can see that there is a constant area or a rectangle or a square with 1 unit and height is equal to 1 unit. So that area is equal to 1. So constant area y of t is equal to 1. Either you can use this approach or you can integrate it from 0 to 1. Okay, it's from 0 to 1, 1 into 1 d tau. So it becomes tau 0 to 1 and which is equal to 1. Either you can use the first concept or the second concept. Okay. Now this is a case 3. Now we'll approach case 4. We already discussed t up to 2. Now assume that t is greater than 2 and less than 3. Now this t is here, and the back end of this h of t minus 2 lies within this region, h of t minus 2. And if you observe the waveform, there is a common area, and if you integrate y of t, this particular equation, we will start the integration from t minus 2 onwards, and the final point will be 1. So we will integrate from t minus 2 to 1. And during this interval, the signal magnitude is 1. Then after integration, it will be tau. Now we need to apply the limit t minus 2 and 1. So 1 minus t minus 2, it becomes 3 minus t. Okay. Or I can write minus t plus 3. This is the case 4. Now we'll approach case 5, that is t is between 3 and 4. From this particular onwards, there is no common area because the back end of the waveform is greater than 1, means there is no common area from this particular point onwards. So we will consider as a single case t greater than 3. And during this, y of t is equal to 0 because x of tau and h of tau h of t minus 2 lies at different positions. So you'll get y of t is equal to 0. Now we can conclude your final equation. Y of t is equal to, in the first case, t less than 0. For that particular case, it's 0. When t is between 0 and 1, y of t is equal to t. When t is between 1 and 2, 1 and 2, it's equal to 1. And when it is 2 less than t less than 3, it's simply 3 minus t. And if t is greater than 3, the function magnitude is 0. Now we need to draw the waveform. Again, if you draw the waveform of y of t, make sure that you are using the variable as t, not tau. Okay. Already, when you do the problem, we will use the variable tau. And finally, when you draw the signal y of t, the variable is t. When the first case t less than 0, the signal magnitude is 0. Okay. For the duration 0 to 1, you will get t. T means it's a straight line with slope 1. So if you want to know the shape of this waveform or the signal passing point, for 0 to 1, y of t is equal to t. So if you substitute t is equal to 0, you will get 0. So this is 0. When t is equal to 1, y of t is equal to 1. So you can join these two lines. So it's a straight line. And the second case, for 1 less than t less than 2, this y of t magnitude is 1. So for this duration 1 to 2, the signal amplitude is 1. And for the duration 2 less than t less than 3, y of t is equal to 3 minus t. Again, it's a straight line with slope negative. So you can draw the waveform like this. If this equation is valid only 2 to 3. So if you substitute t is equal to 2 in this particular equation, you will get y of t is equal to minus 2 plus 3. That is 1. That is at t is equal to 2, signal amplitude is 1. And when t is equal to 3, it becomes minus 3 plus 3, which is equal to 0. So at t is equal to 3, 0. So you will get a straight line, something like this. And greater than 3, it's again 0. So if you convolute two signals, 0 to 1, x of t, if you convolute the other signal h of t, again a pulse. But if you observe these two pulse, the width of the pulse is different. Okay, first pulse width is 1 unit and second is 2 unit. And the final result will be as in a trapezoidal waveform. In the previous example, it's a triangle. If both pulses are having the same width, now the width is different, so you'll get a trapezoidal waveform. This is actually a trick you can remember when you approach problems with different width. And you can see that the first signal starts from 0, because the two signals, here it is 0, here it is 0. So 0 plus 0, the starting point you will get. Similarly, the end point, here it is 1, here it is 2. So 1 plus 2, 3, or the width of the pulse. Okay, you will get 3 here. So, and similarly, in each changing point you will get, okay, 1 and 2. All these things you can calculate from this particular waveform, given waveform itself. So that's actually a trick you can remember when you do the problems. Okay. I'll also give you two practice questions. Please try to perform these two questions. Again, it's run using the graphical method. Again, it's a pulse. X of t is 1 from 0 to 2. So 2 unit. And h of t is equal to 1 unit. Okay. And x of t, next question, x of t is equal to minus 1 for the duration minus 1 to 1. And h of t is equal to 2 for the duration 1 to 3. Okay. So two different questions, and the solution will be discussed in the next lecture. Thank you.